recording at the top right here, you've got a person icon. Go ahead and tap on this. So once you do this, the person icon
Oh, we are now post the gym and also about a post 30 minutes since I got done with the gym, and I am now at Costco leaving because I wanted to return something, and I also really wanted something from the food court. So, did I achieve my goal? Did I return the item that I needed to return and also get something from the food court? Yes. What did I get at the Costco food court? I got myself a slice of cheese pizza. That's it. That's all I got. Why? I've been really craving pizza recently. And that's it. That's the entire reason right there. My younger brother has started working at Domino's but has not brought home any pizza or any items from the store yet. Not that I'm like, you know, specifically requesting and going like, bring me back a pizza now. But, you know, I thought at this point, it's been about like 3 weeks now since he started, he'd at least bring home like at least one pizza, but no, nothing. Just absolutely nothing. And I think majorly, I think the thing that I was actually craving instead of just pizza was actually cheese. I've been really in a cheese mood recently. And something about melted cheese, actually not even just melted cheese, because sometimes a slice of unmelted cheese in a sandwich, oh, that sounds quite delicious. And funny enough too, well, I can't really say that the nutritional facts at, you know, establishments aren't always going to be super accurate because they're not really measuring out their slices super accurately. You know, there's going to be a difference in the idea of the accuracy because the person making the food isn't me anymore. But I can still ballpark a slice of cheese pizza from Costco is around 710 calories. My protein shake is 260 calories. So we should round that up to, albeit, my protein shake plus the pizza combined, we are already at 1,000 calories. What else did I have today? I had like a half serving of yogurt. I'm going to consider the thing. So I made a yogurt cheesecake thing. You know, like people are making viral yogurt cheesecakes. I made my own the other day by using some sugar-free cheesecake pudding mix, fat-free Greek yogurt, some graham crackers, a spoonful of vanilla, and obviously, actually wait, no. Oh yeah, I added a little bit of cinnamon in that as well. And it wasn't really a full portion, so I'm gonna guesstimate that comes out around to maybe 250. Maybe we'll call it another 300 calories right there. So we're at 1,300. I had some fruit, so maybe another 200. So we are at currently 1,500 calories today, and that equates out to, if I have the protein amount correct, about 110, maybe 115 grams of protein. Which honestly is a pretty good start right now, because usually I'm struggling to get anything over 100, but just off of those items, because I will say the protein shake that I consume, as disgusting as it is indeed 30 grams of protein per serving, and I put 2 scoops in there. Should I be getting all my protein just from whey protein isolate? Probably not. I should probably diversify some things, but in the end, protein's protein, right? And the thing I kind of forget about too is that not all animal-based products are not all of your protein has to come from animal-based products. There's protein in wheat. There's protein in certain, actually I shouldn't say vegetables. Legumes, is that the category that I'm thinking of, like beans and peas? Those all have protein in as well. And I am looking at my Google Maps right now, and it says there is an accident up ahead, so to expect a delay. Ruh-roh! But today was not a bad workout. Was it a perfect workout? No. Was it the best workout? No. Was it a bad workout? No to that as well. I had my therapy appointment before the gym workout as well, which I was a little bit disappointed by. Not with the actual therapy, but the idea that I really wanted to try to go to the gym before my therapy. But albeit we weren't able to accomplish that once again today, because I kind of bed rotted today for a couple hours. Straight up bed rotting. I got up at like 8:50, but then I just stayed in bed until 11. I guess that is the one benefit of currently being just, you know, an at-home caretaker. I don't really have a strict schedule, considering at that time too my grandpa wasn't even up yet. But I actually had a very humbling experience at my therapy appointment today, where, not in a way that it's like my therapist grilling me or anything, but today's appointment was very important with the idea that I kind of realize why I act and have the defensive mechanisms I do. And it's the idea that step one is acknowledging it, and step two is, slowly but surely, not, outright fixing it in a way of like, there's something wrong with you, but, at least making sure that I can protect myself and others with how I've been raised. With the idea that it seems I carry a lot of shame from my upbringing and other, social standards and things I try to hold myself up to, that without thinking about it, I end up doing things for others, not with, the pure kindness of my heart, but almost in a way of like, I am protecting myself. I do services, I do good deeds. Again, not because I'm like, oh, I love doing this, but it's, in a way, I'm preparing myself in a little bit where I'm like, I gotta do this preemptively so that later on something bad doesn't happen. It could be small things as like, oh, I'm gonna cook dinner tonight so that, whoever else cooks dinner can take a rest and not be angry that they have to cook dinner, stuff like that. But then it comes with the idea that this is also a very toxic mindset for myself, because sometimes I'll find myself doing things, again, not for the goodness of my heart, but just to prevent things. And what ends up happening is I go, oh, I'm going to do this so somebody is not upset later on. And then whoop-de-doo, due to a different reason, they get upset, and they get upset at me, and all of a sudden I'm just like, what do I do? What was the point of that? And it comes into this giant spiral of, oh man, what was the point of anything? Like, I specifically did this so that I could prevent this from happening, yet it still happened. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with them? And then it's like this constant back and forth where, yeah. But with that in mind, I did actually acknowledge of me going to the gym. One thing I am a little bit peeved about is I believe there's a pimple forming right here, which sucks because I didn't have that pimple there yesterday, and I am starting to think that me getting a little bit stressed, high cortisol even yesterday, and fucking yelling in the car might have induced this pimple. Wash my belly, pimple. Oh, dude, I'm actually so tired right now. I am so tired. And what was I at around 1,500 calories for today? I could just end the day right there, right? But I do think I'm gonna make myself like a 300 calorie wrap. That's actually sounds kind of delicious right now. I bought some turkey and some ham yesterday, so I'll do like a slice of turkey, a slice of ham. Use the high fiber protein wrap that I've been really enjoying recently. Maybe throw some mustard in there. Probably not mayo, because I don't think I have any mayonnaise right now. Ooh, mustard and maybe some, I kind of want to throw some veggies in there, but I don't know what I have in terms of vegetables. Dude, I'm like losing steam right now. I am so tired right now. But overall, I had a very powerful therapy appointment where it was kind of one of those eye-opening ones where instead of just me complaining about things and my therapist reassuring that I'm not in the wrong, again, it wasn't even necessarily the therapist telling me I was in the wrong. He was just saying, hey, I think you react the way that you do because of this, this, and this, and this is what you can do moving forward to prevent this, this, and this. And it was also kind of humbling in a way where he said, one of the things that I can take to recover and heal is to kind of just take myself out of the equation a little bit. Like, instead of forcibly making myself do something that I don't want to do and then have it blow up in my face later, to just not do it at all. And then just, if the person I'm interacting with is mature enough that they can just tell me what they need, they can tell me what they require from me, and if they don't, then I also kind of have to accept, hey, I did my part of doing whatever I needed to do. And if that person isn't doing it and they're still mad at me, what can I really do in that situation, right? It insists upon itself. Ha 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 ha. I got so tired after doing that laugh. Holy moly. You know what? I think I'm going to end the note on there. I had a good workout. I had a good therapy appointment. And I'm going to force myself to have a good day today because god dang, that slice of Costco cheese pizza was delicious. it is this weird thing where when I was younger, you remember I was just gonna stop the video and then here I'm yapping a bit more, but the thing I was gonna mention is when I was younger, there's a couple food things that I really did not enjoy that much. For example, Washington has a line of burgers called Dick's Hamburgers, and as a kid, I really did not like them that much. And also as a kid, I really didn't like Five Guys that much. Albeit I haven't had Five Guys recently, so I do kind of want to try it out again. But another thing I really didn't like as a kid is I really didn't like the Costco food court as a child, which I don't understand why, because it's basically like chicken tender kid, like paradise basically. It's just chicken, pizza, a hot dog, ice cream. Ooh, the Costco ice cream sounds delicious right now, actually. But let me just say that my slice of Costco cheese pizza was quite delectable. The first bite that I had, I kind of did one of those You know that picture when it's like white people when the fajita comes out sizzling and it shows like a guy going like, oh. That was me when I was looking at my slice of cheese pizza from Costco. And you might be wondering, oh, cheese pizza, why didn't you get the pepperoni? I've actually noticed this recently. I used to love pepperoni as a child. Now, I don't hate it or anything, but I'm getting a little bit indifferent to it now, where it's getting to the point where I'm getting a little bit almost picky with my pepperoni, where I only want good pepperoni on pizza. Like if it's bad pepperoni, like if it's not crisped up properly, if it doesn't taste, you know, even just a remotely even amount of spicy, I don't want it no more. And strangely enough, I remember out of the pizza chains, I hated Domino's pepperoni and I liked Papa John's pepperoni. But honestly, my favorite thing ever as a child growing up was the Pizza Hut pan pizza with pepperoni on it. Specifically in the personal pan pizza size with the little tiny ones that are just for yourself. Those are delicious, man. Why am I talking more about pizza and food that I want to eat when I'm basically... my calorie expenditure has already been fully deplenished. I'm just making shit up at this point. Whew. Low brain energy. I think I should take a break by driving home, listening to music, and then going to bed early and waking up early tomorrow so I can have another fantastic day tomorrow. Maybe I'll hit legs tomorrow, maybe I won't, who knows, but we already have 2 workouts accomplished for this week, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I shall see you guys. Oh my god, it says the gas price over there is $9.99. Wait, $8.88 actually. Okay, that has to be an issue. Like, that has to be like not a real thing. It might be broken, who knows, but I'll see you guys next time. No melancholy outro today. Peace.